Now let's integrate launching test site with this RE framework. Let's go inside this. Right here, once we take the input from the user, let's log that here using log message activity. There's the activity. Let's take the type as info because it's an information, and user recipe, and then let me pass the variable out recipe. Okay, once that is done, next step that we have to do is we have to use this particular XAML to launch this site. What are the arguments? Nothing for now. Let's go into it. Once I'm inside this, see, we are trying to launch a website here, but I have a value which is a hard-coded value, which is not a recommended thing to do right here. Let's replace this with some value. Why not place this in a config file that we have with us? Let me go here, open this particular config that we have in data folder, and just place it here with site URL name. Because I have it right here, it should be available in a config file or dictionary that I have right here. Because we have already read the dictionary file here, let's use it. Let's take it inside this particular flow so that we can use it further. See, for this particular init-all applications, it's already there. So this particular dictionary is available to us in this particular arguments. But this is not the place where we will be using it. We have to take this particular dictionary into this particular XAML. Okay, so let's go here and create an in argument in config so that we can get that particular dictionary inside this. The type of this is dictionary. So just type dictionary. If you just drag it, here is this thing. Name is string, the value is object. Just save it, and if you come back to this flow and click on import arguments, it's available to you right now. Just pass the argument which is available in this particular flow here into the innermost XAML, this. Now what you have to do is you have to replace this thing with in config of in dictionary. What we are trying to say is in dictionary, in this in config dictionary, just pass the name of that particular keyword dot toString. So now what it will do is it will directly go to this particular thing, because all these values are available in our dictionary. With this keyword, it will give us this as an output. So this particular web URL is what we will get from that particular word. Okay, so for your information, to make it more clear to you what's happening here, I'll just place this thing and copy this text into it so that it will display this particular thing when it opens up that particular URL. We are done here. Let's launch it once. I'm placing something over here to show you that, just a message that website opened website. Okay, let me run it once. To do that, you have to close the config file because the bot will fail if it's not closed. Just run it now. run the file. So it's asking for the input. It's fruits, then apples. You can select any one of them. So the C, whatever message box we had over here, right over here, okay, this particular expression will result in this answer, because in dictionary with this keyword we have this value assigned. If I just click on OK, it should launch a website with this particular URL, and it's happening here, and we should be displayed a message box saying opened website. If I just click on continue, because it's in framework, it will just proceed further, so I have to stop it because we haven't implemented the whole code right now. Here we are done with initialization part, the initialization stage, where in this particular XAML here we have tried to take the input from the user, we have launched this site. So the next things we have to do is we have to use these things and go further to fetch the recipe details.